friends. I hope you guys are all doing well. So I got my deck in the mail, Obscuro Tarot, and I can't wait to take a look at these. I don't know how YouTube friendly they are, but here's the website information. I'm not affiliated in any way, okay, but I'm sharing this because I love to share with you guys my tarot, and we will charge these cards for future readings for those of you guys who have been here before. So let's open this and take a look at this amazing deck. Now I did notice the box came banged up, although it was packed pretty well, so I don't know. And we do have a sticker here that says made in China, so potentially printed in China. I know I didn't get them from China, so that's interesting. Here's the information again. So let's take a look. This is the front of the box by Lotta, Glybotskaia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not great with names. It's the back side of the box. So the guidebook, I guess you can go online. I don't know if you could order it. I think you could order it off their website. So it is available. I just didn't get it because these cards were quite expensive. So here's the inside of the box. Very cool. And the back side of the cards. Oh my goodness, look at this. Isn't that pretty? So they were sitting in my mailbox for a bit, so they're cold. You might see my fingerprints on there. They do feel very soft. Yeah, very soft here. Almost like powdery. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, they are kind of bowed too, a little bit slightly. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, let's take a look. The Fool, Magician, the Priestess, Empress, and the Emperor. Wow. Hierophant, the Lovers, Chariot, ouch, Strength, that's cool, Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Hanged Man, that's cool, Death, Temperance, that's cool. Oh my gosh, can you guys see? I hope you guys can see. I need my light because then I can't see, but try to put it where you guys can see. The Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I love it. And the Sun, which is at the front of the deck here. Oh, the packaging, very cool. And Judgment and the World. Ace of Cups. Wow, look how amazing this is. 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups, 5 of cups, 6 cups, 7 cups, 8 cups, 9 cups, and 10 cups. Mushrooms, very cool. We have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, and the Queen and the King of Cups. Look at that Queen. My goodness. Beautiful. Wands. So we have the Ace of Wands. Aw. 2 wands. 3 wands. Wow, that's interesting for wands. 4 wands. Look at that, 5 of wands. Oh my goodness. Creepy. 6 wands. 7 wands. 8 wands. That's an interesting 8 wands. What do you say? Interesting. 9 wands. and 10 wands. Look at that. Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And finally, the Queen and the King of Wands. Fascinating. All right. So we have Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. It's cool because I ordered the coin off their site, which looks like this. It's like a moon and a sun on the flip side. And I'm pretty sure it's like identical to that. But I ordered it as an afterthought, so it didn't come in my package. But anyway, I'll share it with you guys once I get it. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, 3 Pentacles, 4 Pentacles, 5 Pentacles are still so cold. Oh my goodness. 5 Pentacles, 6 Pentacles, 7 Pentacles with the crow. Looks fake. 8 Pentacles. And the 9 Pentacles. Wow. 10 Pentacles. It looks like someone crying. That's interesting with the star. And then we have the Page and the Knight of Pentacles. That's so fascinating. And finally, the Queen and the King of Pentacles. All right, so now we have swords. Ace of Swords, 2 swords. Wow, that's beautiful. 3 swords. Oh my. 4 swords. Very dark. 5 swords. 6 swords. That's an interesting 6 of swords. 7 swords. This kind of looks like an 8 swords to me. Here's the 8 swords. Dunce cap. 9 swords. And finally the 10 swords, which is going into a palace. It's kind of looking like a 10 pentacles to me. Interesting. Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. And then finally we have the Queen and the King of Swords. And then there's a card in the bottom, which I don't know if they're extras or advertisements. Let's see. No, we have the key and the lock. Oh my goodness, the key and the lock. I don't know what they represent because I didn't download the guidebook, but I'm going to put them in here. And we're going to do a reading as usual. You guys can skip ahead, but I got to give it a good shuffle here so that we can deliver your message, whatever this messaging is for you guys. A spirit clear and concise message for the collective. What are they needing to hear right here, right now? Let's see how this shuffles. They seem very stiff and not bad, but definitely curly. Definitely curly. I'm going to give it a good shuffle, guys, and then we'll skip to the reading. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of the viewer. What message are they needing to hear right here, right now? What's their messaging, spirits? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of whatever it is that is being communicated to the viewer, to the collective watching this video. Please help me to channel this message in a way that they will understand for what it is they're needing to hear right here, right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, viewer, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading and sharing these cards with you guys. Let's take a look. I'll be obviously using my intuition, okay, for the most part here, over the traditional meanings of the tarot, because these cards don't fall into your traditional typical energy. Okay, so first card we have the Lovers. Of course we have the Lovers. So Gemini energy. So are we looking at a decision? Maybe you have a decision of love on our minds. There's someone else here. And both of these people are holding on to this. I don't know what this is. Something shared, but it's spiky. Shared pain. Both wearing black. So black could certainly represent shadow. King of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What is it that the viewer is needing to hear, Spirit, right here, right now? Page of Swords in reverse. Why is the Lovers here, Spirit? I think these are too many. So I'm going to leave this as it fell in limbo. 7 Pentacles in reverse. Why is this King of Wands here, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune. And where is this Page of Swords here in reverse? Ace of Swords. Okay. Page of Pentacles. And the King of Cups. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. And the King of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I do feel this is about love. I do feel it is. I feel there's a connection here and there's a choice to be made, either by you or someone you're dealing with here, but whoever's energy is here, because I do feel too, there's somebody here who isn't going after this connection or making a decision to pursue this connection. And so I do feel like, I don't know which energy you are, but I feel one person is trying to get things to flow, trying to get things to move. So potentially things are really stuck here. And there's a question whether to continue investing in this connection or communicating in this connection or communicate about investing or putting in the energy or pursuing this connection. Because there's a lot of question around, what does the future hold? What does the future look like? Are we both on the same page when it comes to the future of this connection and what we're willing to put in? Because it feels like one person is trying to get things to flow or is wanting to move forward in their world, either with or without this connection, but they might feel very stuck to the other person, like the other person is sort of holding them back here. And so you definitely could be the person who's frustrated here with feeling like you have the decision, because this is coming sort of in this way. Like you're deciding, do I continue investing? What does the future look like? Should I communicate? And the person you're involved with here is certainly not looking like they have a plan, or they're looking as though they are not providing you with any sort of information that it brings clarity to the situation and whether this person wants to pursue things further or move further along. And so it's like, how do I move forward away from this or with myself towards truth? And so I feel like you want to communicate something, but you also want to start something that allows you to flow and move, an opportunity that would look promising for your future, rather than being sort of held back or maybe waiting on someone who isn't taking action on this connection, who certainly isn't providing you with any information or clarity. And it could be somebody who you feel has a lot of love for you, maybe someone you're really emotionally invested in here, have a lot of love for, or they have a lot of love for you, but just the emotions kind of sitting stagnant. It's not moving. They're not acting on their emotions, and it's leaving you dissatisfied emotionally. This person could be somebody who is emotionally unavailable, or maybe pursuing, things that don't quite matter so much with this 9 cups in reverse, because this could be like immediate gratification, or like overindulging in things, maybe a hedonistic type energy, maybe focused on things that bring them emotional satisfaction here, rather than, like listening to their heart when it comes to this connection or choosing you. And so I feel like you see this person as not following or wanting to move passionately towards this direction. And so I feel like you aren't trying to force things in this connection. I feel like you're trying to force things away. Like you want a new beginning. You want there to be an opportunity for you to build your own future, but you might feel like you're at a crossroads here and that you'd need to communicate something, communicate a truth, or get more clear. And so there's something maybe you don't know or want to know still about this person, or waiting for it to come out, like whether this person is deciding or on board or wanting to pursue or have the same vision. You're not sure. But I feel like you want the truth, or you want to create your own clarity here, because there is a lot of emotional dissatisfaction. So let's take another layer look here at this messaging. Alrighty. Spirits for, wow, okay. Well, let's see. The Magician in reverse, 10 swords, and the Ace of Swords in reverse now. So we have Virgo, Gemini, and lots of swords. So lots of thoughts. What's come to an end? Something come to an end, or the end of something would mean you'd move towards your castle. I feel like nothing's going to be created or held back if you stay. But let's see. Why is this Magician here, spirits? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, why is this 10 swords here, spirits? What's with this 10 swords? Three Pentacles in reverse. All right, and why is this Ace of Swords in reverse? Queen of Cups. 6 cups. No, sorry, 7 cups, not 6 cups. And 8 cups in reverse. Yeah, okay. So it's a little deeper, but it's the same. I feel like your energy is one that needs to put an end, or is considering putting an end in order for you to move towards your happiness. Like you want to build something, and I feel like what you want is a stable, long-term, grounded thing that you can rely on and work with someone to create this. And I feel like whatever situation you're in, this person isn't stepping forward or isn't pursuing you. And so you're feeling like, I can't manifest here in this energy. There's no clarity. There's no honesty. There's no future vision about this. And so I'm not seeing how I can emotionally invest here any longer. And so you're dreaming of what it is that you can move towards here. But I feel like there's an uncertainty here, because I do feel there's an emotional investment to this person. And so we're really sort of foggy. And we really don't know how to maybe put an end to this connection in order. But I feel like there's a desire and a knowing what you want, and a situation that's holding you back from this, or so you feel, But I don't feel like, I think the only thing really holding you back is your own sort of emotional investment here to a situation that has you feeling stuck. And it's like you wish you had more information that would support your decision to leave, or support your decision to make a move. But I feel like your ideal choice or decision would be to manifest and work with someone. But whatever, this person's not doing it, is not working, with you. In this case, Star, vision for the future. So you might be building up your idea of what does it look like for my future happiness here, and how do I start moving towards it? I don't see it today, but that's what I want to move towards. And I feel like you want to give love in a direction here that you feel is going to be building to something with someone. rather than it just being stagnant. So this is what you're thinking. And this is why you're feeling kind of stuck here. So let's ask for some guidance then. Maybe you want to know, like, because with the Lovers, you're making a decision, like, should I stay? Should I go? What should I do? Let's see. Spirits, for the viewer. Now, again, don't take advice that is off the internet for a situation you're dealing with, okay? Because it's a pair of talking hands here, but if you're resonating with this message, then you're here for a reason. So let's ask Spirit, what should the viewer do or handle the situation? Any advice, guidance moving forward for the viewer? All right, guidance, advice for the viewer in this situation. So we have 6 swords in reverse. So that would be staying in this 5 swords type situation. Feeling sort of stuck. Here's the Devil. Let's talk about stuck. 3 swords in reverse. My goodness. Advice, guidance. So we have Capricorn energy, and we had the Queen of Cups, which was showing some Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We had the King of Cups in the last round, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 3 wands in reverse. Why is this 6 swords in reverse, Spirit? We have 5 swords and 10 wands. Oh my goodness. In reverse. Why is this Devil here? The Devil here, Spirit. I feel I'm going to read these shortly, but I'm not going to take that for the Devil. Why is the Devil here? The Sun. Shining the light on the Devil. Leo energy. Our ego could be the Devil here with the Sun, highlighting this Devil. And finally, we have 5 cups in reverse and the Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Hangman, Pisces energy. Queen of Wands now. Keep seeing the divine counterparts, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, let's leave that like this. And let's see, Ace of Cups in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, and the 6 wands. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, give me a bit to sit with this bag full of energy. So we're looking at some guidance. What should you do? Okay. Interesting. So Spirit is acknowledging a situation, that this situation that you're in is very challenging. It's definitely feeling like a 5 sword situation for you. It's going to come a point where you can't carry it no more, carry on down this road no more. And all this is going to do is highlight the Devil in your processing. So there's a Devil, either how you engage in a relationship, how unhealthy you might have dealt with patterns, or some way of being here that is still unhealthy when it comes to connection, okay, that's creating the suffering in your situation. It still hasn't been resolved with this 3 swords in reverse. So we might be hanging on to a situation or involved in a situation because we're trying to prevent confronting or dealing or looking at further pain. We might not want to separate or create something in order to avoid something else, but what we're avoiding really is prolonging a 3 swords that we don't want to deal with and look at ourselves. And so this keeps us stuck. And so Spirit's saying you'll be stuck here as long as you have this unhealthy attachment to how you engage, preventing yourself from facing a 3 swords. Because a 3 swords, the only way through a 3 swords is to deal with a 3 swords. You know, not prolong it, not avoid it, not delay. not suppress, not want to confront, but actually shine the light. So we have to become very honest in seeing the devil that's within us, not about how someone else is either stepping up or stepping forward or moving forward or being five swords. We're creating the five swords in the situation the longer we stay here. And it's only a matter of time before we can't no more carry that heaviness, where then we start to see our own devil. Okay? And sometimes it has to happen the way that it happens. We can't force it. We're not ready. We're not prepared. And so Spirit's saying, like, there's power in reflecting here with the divine in order to understand ourselves and situations. But we're currently seeing our situation from one perspective. And so we're carrying the pain, the burden of this situation the same way, constantly until we change our perspective. And the only way we can really change our perspective is when we start to see our own value. Okay, when we know that we have the ability and the magnetism and the power to manifest and create our own future, to move forward. It doesn't require anyone else to detach from situations that are holding us stuck or that we feel bound to. Is only a figment of our own unhealthy way of telling ourselves that we're stuck. We are not stuck. Okay, but I feel like we're trying to prevent pain. And maybe the situation's like, oh, if I go, is going to be very painful. And it's going to be me having to sit through a separation or something here that we're trying to prevent, but we're prolonging the pain and the suffering and the five sword situation. And so we have to understand ourselves better than how we're sort of understanding a situation. We might be very surface and acting out of ego, because the ego would be like trying to protect us. You know, so if we have an abandonment wound, let's say that's really deep rooted somehow, the ego doesn't want to experience the same abandonment or pain or suffering or separation. And so at all costs, it's going to cling and it's going to make do with situations that are foggy and not clear as long as it needs to, because it's avoiding dealing with the same thing from the past, because the ego has no mind. All it knows is the imprint that a painful situation left in the psyche. And it's like, I'm not going to experience that no more. I don't want to be abandoned. I don't want to experience separation. I don't want to experience loss. And so I'm going to turn a situation, put up with a situation, invest in a situation, make do with a situation, turn it 10 ways from Sunday in a situation that isn't fulfilling and it's not appreciating me or my value. And so we're just prolonging suffering. We need to start seeing our own ego, our own fear, our own imprisonment here that's only created by us. And so this is talking about the only way that we can truly start to see situations better is by filling our own cup and about self-love and self-appreciation. Okay, no one's going to be fulfilling you in a way here that's going to reach you at a soul level for the rest of your life, but you. And so if we're dependent on someone filling our cup, it's very temperamental. It could be for an hour, it could be for a week, it could be for a month, it could be for 20 years, but eventually we are seeking external filling of cup. So we can't continue in the search of the filling of the cup. Okay, so right now we know we are lacking in the self-love department. And so until that happens, we can't go have a new beginning. So I feel like you want a new beginning in love with this situation. And if it's not the situation, then you're contemplating moving on to another situation. So you're saying, no situation. Stop with the situation. It's not going to happen here until you learn about self-love. You're not going to seek it in another relationship. You know, and yes, maybe you'll find someone who might be more easily, readily available, but we still have a block here we need to deal with. So the whole reason why Spirit says you can't move on, you know, aside from this being your own perspective, is because you're learning with the Wheel of Fortune we were seeing there, a karmic lesson of sorts, if you will. And if you don't want to call it a lesson, then it's a journey. What's this journey about? This journey is one where your soul is needing to learn about self-appreciation and self-love. And so therefore you're imprisoned here until you learn this. You can go expand and search and see if you could find something or someone else, but you're going to constantly come up against this devil. This devil needs to be addressed because you're just shoving down a 3 swords here, an abandonment, a way that you connect in a relationship that isn't healthy. And it's all stemmed from a lack of self-worth and self-love. This needs to be addressed. You're not going to find the answer in another person. So this is why you're unhappy here. Okay, I know that's difficult to hear, but here we go. So now we have 6 of Wands, which is all about victory. Okay, this is all about victory, and it's also the ego card here. And so what does this mean? This means we're trying to, I don't know which one came first. I think it was like this with the King of Swords in reverse. We're trying to have success, no doubt. Okay, but our success has to be rooted from within to be grown for a new beginning. It can't be a superficial passing success. So for example, let's say all of a sudden we have this person or whatever situation feel like it's flowing or moving. It's only a matter of time before it stops moving or it no longer feels victorious. And so there's going to be times where it's not honoring us. And so what happens in that moment in time? In that moment in time, our cup's still not full. And so I think we're trying to seek winning. We're trying to seek validation. We're trying to seek someone to appreciate us and celebrate us, but it's short term and it's passing. And so as long as we're stuck here, we're telling the universe, this is enough for me. And I'll stay here in a 6 swords reverse or a 5 sword situation, putting up until I get a little win. But this little win is a minor arcana of 6 wands. And so what? It feels good for a moment. We're celebrated. We're acknowledged. We're seen for what? All of a ham sandwich. But we still don't have this sort of work done on the inside here that allows us to repair and rectify this 3 swords that's going on. So I feel like with the Hangman here, Pisces, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, and this King of Swords in reverse, I feel like we are driven by an understanding that if we were to question with the Hermit a little deeper of why we're doing what we're doing, deeper than the ego, than the pain, than the reactionary need to defend ourselves or our psyche to be left or hurt or abandoned, we'd know that it's illogical what we're doing. It's illogical to stay in a suffering situation or a stuck situation or in a situation that doesn't feel like it's progressing or moving forward. Just to say, I feel a little bit okay today or tomorrow, when what does this mean? This means we're illogical about our decisions and we don't love ourselves enough to say, I choose every day to be in a loving situation here with situations that bring me emotional satisfaction. Okay, but we can only do this once we understand our own level of emotional satisfaction. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like you want a new beginning, and there is an opportunity here for you to explore something new, but I think you're too premature. You need to resolve this before you move forward. And so what's your advice? Your advice is, this situation is highlighting something to you that I think you're not wanting to acknowledge or see right now. Okay, because you're so stuck to it and you feel like, I don't know, whatever you're telling yourself. Okay, whatever you're telling yourself of why you need to be there, or whatever excuse, whatever you're believing is actually an untruth. It's a defense mechanism to prolong this 3 swords. And I feel like Spirit's saying, lean into this, because this is what's going to bring you the answers you need. Like if you feel like, I don't know, like the separation is going to bring you sadness, or you regret something, or you're going to feel lost or lack. Like, if you think about this, sit with this feeling, allow yourself to fully immerse yourself in this, because you're going to shine the light on the devil, because the truth always prevails. And the devil is always just a figment of fear. Okay, fear masquerading as something else. And so these chains aren't real, but all it's really doing is preventing expansion and you moving towards an opportunity. So no, you shouldn't go date. You shouldn't go find someone else. You shouldn't go do anything with this situation except for go inwards and find a connection to your own self and really reflect until you start seeing things differently with the Hangman, because whatever story you're telling yourself is actually not true. All right, so I know that was heavy, and I know that's not for everyone, but those are the cards. I love them very much. I am most likely going to use them in my next reading. All right, so I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye-bye.